Hello, this is Ashley Danielle from ashleydanielle.com, your psychic intuitive manifestation mentor. I want to talk about fear. A question that I get a lot from clients, potential clients, is around fear and how to get over fear, how to stop feeling fear around going after what it is that you want or receiving what it is that you want. This is something that is become actually pretty funny to me because I can almost like do a countdown of how many seconds until somebody's going to be like, but weren't you afraid? And aren't you scared? And what happens if it doesn't work? Or things like this. And it's funny to me because I used to ask those same questions. It's even more pressing of a question than like, how do I manifest? How do I create a life that I desire? How do I, receive love or money or whatever it is that you are wanting? So, how do you become fearless? How do you become somebody that gets what you want in the same, in the same breath as being terrified? It's funny because a lot of fear that comes up is after you receive the thing. So, for example, in relationships, this happens all the time where it's like I want to fall in love, I want to meet my person, and then, you start going on dates and you meet somebody that you think is your person and then you freak out and you're like terrified. Or, if you want to meet your soulmate or you want to meet your person and you're too afraid to go on dates or too afraid to download dating apps, whatever it may be. With money, the same thing, you're scared people will think that you're a bad person if you receive more money. You're scared that you won't be able to handle having that kind of money, which I don't think most people resonate with that until they start receiving money and then they're like, "Oh crap, I have this new fear. Like, how do I hold this?" And they just, spend it, spend it, spend it so that they don't have to hold it. So again, how do you become fearless? How do you get rid of the fear? And the simple answer is you don't. I don't think that fear ever goes away. I don't think that we as humans can ever really think or expect for fear to go away. And what you need to learn to do is learn to, one, accept that you're always going to have fear, that there's always going to be this moment of, oh, wait, is this the right thing for me? Oh, wait, what if this, and this happens? Oh, wait, I'm paralyzed. Like, how do I keep moving forward? Once you accept it and it's like, okay, I'm a human, fear is normal, it's okay, you can begin to move out of the trauma response, which most of my clients go into freeze around fear when they're, trying to manifest or create changes in their life. And so it's like, stop dead in your tracks. And it's really hard to receive more when you're frozen, right? Frozen in fear. So what we need to get you doing is regulating your nervous system, understanding that this is normal. It's normal for your body to be like, scared, I'm scared. And then what to do next, right? Hold yourself. So what my guides are showing me is like, one way to go about this is affirmations. And for me, that looks like I am safe. I am safe. It is safe for me to have more money. It is safe for me, to go on dates. It is safe for me to hold myself in this uncomfortableness because underneath fear is just this uncomfortable feeling. And nobody really wants to feel uncomfortable. And so we don't want to drop below the fear because then we have to face the uncomfortableness. But once you learn to hold yourself in the fear and hold yourself in the uncomfortableness, you're fucking unstoppable. You're unstoppable because you understand that the fear is not going to hurt you. A big fear is like, what if it doesn't work out? What if this isn't, I go on this date, or if I'm dating this person and then we're, end up breaking up, or what if I receive this money and then I lose it all? Or what if I never receive the money? What if this doesn't work? Right. And that fear comes up. It's not harmful. Like it's not going to actually hurt you. It'll feel like life or death, right? And once you learn to regulate and to hold yourself in the uncomfortableness, you move through it just like any other emotion. And then it becomes easier. And each time that you do this, it becomes easier and easier. It's not that it's ever easy. Like it's not easy to face your fear and move through it and go after the thing anyways, but it becomes easier in that you trust yourself. So like for me, I deeply trust myself. I know that even if it doesn't work, even if I don't get the thing, even if, I fall in love and have my heart broken, I trust myself to hold myself. I trust myself to, lean on my support system. I trust myself to know what to do in those moments or who to call or how I was going to say how to survive, but like know that I will survive and I'll be okay and it's safe. And that makes facing the fear so much easier. And the first few times that you actively are doing this, it is terrifying and it is definitely beneficial to have a coach or somebody in your corner that can help you navigate the fear and navigate what comes up. A lot of it is mindset. A lot of it is, regulating your nervous system. A lot of it is holding and like reparenting your inner child. Doing all of these things help you trust yourself to move through the fear to get to the other side. And this is a lot of the work that I do with clients. And it tends to be a bit unexpected because it's like, no, just tell me how do I become fearless? How do I just, fuck the fear? And it's like, no, that's not sustainable. You might be able to do that a few times, but the work that we're doing is about being sustainable and repeatable. And it's truly a new way of living and breathing and being present in the moment and knowing that you don't have to overcomplicate your life by worrying about all the different ways that things could go wrong. And you can lean into, I was going to say worrying about, but thinking about all of the ways that this could go right. And then what you would do, right? Like, what would you do if the person of your dreams walked in? Like, to some of us, that is terrifying. What if, you won $1 million? That could be terrifying because it's like, then what do I do? Fuck, then what do I do? Right? Like, do I need a lawyer? Do I like, where do I go? Where do I claim the ticket? All of these different things. And start thinking about those problems, right? Instead of creating scenarios and what ifs of the things that could go wrong, start thinking about things that could go right, right? Like, how do you want to be if you receive the money? How do you want to be in relationship? And like kind of sidestep the fear that way too, a little bit of, okay, so the fear is there. We're going to have to move through this thing, but like what's on the other side of that? And that can help pull you through the fear a bit too, as well. I would love to hear any questions that you have around manifesting, around using your intuition for manifesting, around fear specifically in the comments below. I love having feedback and hearing your questions, and it helps me to create more videos in the future. So thank you very much.